Hello and welcome back to another episode of Porous Borders. I'm Andrew and this is episode 11 with sIn. I'm releasing this week's episode a few days late because I've had a bit of a scheduling hiccup, but I will be back to the normal Tuesday release schedule for next week's episode, so you can expect that in a couple of days. sIn is a harsh noise artist from Singapore who's been making music since 1992. Originally from the punk scene, he started making noise around a decade ago and has since toured extensively in Southeast Asia, mostly with his friend Dennis, who performs as Schizophrenic Wonderland, and he's released a huge amount of recorded material. He works primarily with DIY equipment to generate sound and lighting, and he puts on some of the most intense performances you'll see in a DIY noise show. Unlike a lot of the people I talk to for this podcast, Sally doesn't really have much of an online presence for his music, but you can find him on Instagram and in some other places if you look. As he kind of alludes to in the interview, he's all about the personal connection, so if you're interested in what he does, reach out and say hi to him. For me, Sally embodies everything that's great about DIY. He works super hard to make things happen. He's incredibly generous with sharing the resources he has with other musicians, and he's always pushing himself to do something he hasn't done before. Before we go into the interview, I want to tell you about a new compilation called Sonic Vortex, which is out now on the Mind Blasting net label. You can get it for free from them on archive.org or on the Mind Blasting webpage. And it's a huge 36-track beast, which showcases what's going on in noise around Southeast Asia right now. Sally has a track on the compilation, as do I, and also a couple of previous guests from the podcast, like Indra Menus and Asusa, and there's a link to that in the show notes. And I also want to quickly plug my YouTube channel, Concrescence Records. The link to that is in the show notes as well. Every Friday on there I'm posting a new 4K video performance, and on Mondays I post slightly lower quality handheld videos. At the moment I'm posting sets from the Jogja Noise Bombing Festival a few weeks ago. So last week I posted a collaborative set between Catatonia from Singapore and C from Belgium. And just this weekend, I put up a really crazy noise set by two DJs from Taiwan. So you can check that out there. Please subscribe to the channel if you're a YouTube person, and you can also get all of the episodes of the podcast on there as well. If you haven't yet for the podcast, please rate, review, and subscribe through whatever you use to get podcasts. And that's all from me for this week. So here's my conversation with sIn. For you, it's quite a long time that you've been involved in DIY scenes and stuff in Singapore, right?
Yeah, beginning was the early 90s. Yeah, where we started the scene for the Singapore underground. So I was in one of the hardcore band. Was playing bass at that time, year 92.
Right.
Yeah. And play music ever since.
Yeah. So what kind of bands were in the scene around that time? Because that's like quite I think compared to some other countries in Southeast Asia, it's quite a long
Consider
time ago, right?
we guys are more up to date, so called. So basically, it's mainstream heavy metals, followed by thrash metal, black metal, hardcore, and punks. Yeah.
And what kind of band was your band?
Mine was a hardcore band.
Yeah.
Yeah. More to New York style hardcore.
Okay. Cro-Mags, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So, how did that stuff start coming into Singapore? Was it because I know, like, talking to people in Indonesia, it was like people would bring back tapes or zines or
At first, it was like word of mouth. Okay, you should try this, try that, and from word of mouth, recommended by friends, such as last time was cassette. They just pass it around. Yeah. And we try to make a band, together a band. So from there we go to the studio and jamming, doing some jamming session, and from there we get to have more likings. Keep on changing genres,
right,
as time goes by. It's like a learning lesson for us in terms of music. That's how it started.
And what was it like organizing and playing gigs at that time? Were there a lot of kids interested, a lot of kids coming, or was it quite small?
90s is a good era for us. We there's no boundaries, so everybody like gather. There's only a few venues here,
right?
Not much. So it's like a weekend thing for us.
Right.
Meeting, gatherings, and listening to music, and performing as well.
And did you have these kind of like, like in Malaysia and Indonesia, they had these like huge shows with like 30 bands in the beginning of the scene?
No,
not like that.
It's not. There's one organizer try to make a fest of that. I think turns out to be less than 20 bands performing. It's mostly are all locals.
Right.
I think probably that's about it.
Yeah. So when did you start playing noise?
Started interested in this back in the year 2010.
Okay.
Was recommended by a friend to for me to check things out.
Right.
It turns out to be pretty much great for me.
Yeah. What kind of stuff were you listening to at the beginning? Like mostly the Japanese stuff?
Japan noise, of course. Masuna, Masbao. That's where it started. They start to recommend me these two artists. And from there, I make my own research. Start to have the urge of to do more stuff.
And was there much of a noise scene at that time, or were you playing in punk and hardcore shows, or?
That point of time, in the year 2010, I find it like still new for us. Even there's a few artists doing noise here.
Right.
Such as Mind Fucking Boy, Circuit Trip. I think there's a few. Not much than 5. So I started going out playing 2012. Where I start 2012 or 2013, if I'm not mistaken. My first act was at Penang.
In Penang.
Was invited by a friend because he managed to find my track through SoundCloud.
Okay.
At that point in time. And to my surprise, he did invite me to. That's how it started. SIN.
And now you kind of have a bit of collective, right? Where you guys organize gigs here and across the border as well sometimes.
Yeah, myself and Dennis, we try to put it as a service and support, logistic wise. Yeah, we try to introduce our noise through nearest region so that they will understand more. So it's JB and Batam for us for now. Yeah.
So I know you have a pretty the gear you use is pretty personalized, right?
Yeah.
What were you using in the beginning though? Were you building stuff at the start, or is that something that came later?
First part I try to use more on my so-called DIY stuff by doing my own circuitry bending. Yeah. Using piezo and modified a few effect pedals to my liking.
Yeah. And since then you've built a lot of different things, right?
Yeah, man.
How did you get into the building side?
Oh, Google and YouTube, of course.
Right.
Yeah. I have no mentor to support. Yeah, it's just DIY. Try and error to see how it goes from there. Yeah. So ever since I managed to meet a few friends in Indonesia. So I explore more. Yeah, because the so-called more master than me.
Yeah. So how did you meet those guys? And because you're have a really strong connection to Indonesian scene now, right?
Yeah. Grateful that managed to my first contact was Ari Mind Blasting. Yeah. Suffer in Vietnam is my first contact. Then from there I spent to Jakarta, Malang, followed by Solo, Bali. Yeah. It's just if you what we call it, touring is a point of contact. Yeah, meeting. Yeah. It's not only performing. We exchange knowledge, exchange links. Yeah,
And how many tours have you done there now?
Oh, countless, man.
Yeah. Even more than one just this last year, right?
Yeah. This year, Indonesia not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just been in and out JB for now. Just support a friend. We have this collective, so-called the Kebun Binatang Collective. Me and Ali, two of us. We try to mix and match. Yeah, genres. Experimental, jazz, hip hop, yeah, noise. Yeah. The last was Kiasu Orchestra. Came.
Okay, from Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he accepted my request to play solo.
Okay.
It's grateful actually.
So, you kind of have a thing you do when you play where you throw all of your gear off the table at the end of the set. When did you start doing that?
It was me and Dennis. It started when me and my Dennis we have this cause it's like a relief.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have difficulties. All of us have these difficulties in life, such as our works. Yeah, where we want to adapt, balance with our family, with work, passion. Yeah, sometimes we don't have that time. So it's like a relief, like to relieve stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let it out. Yeah. And it's like a trademark for us to end that way.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about. I guess you have a very Like you have a family and you work full time and you.
Actually, I never work full time.
Okay.
It's a freelancer.
You work pretty hard though, right? You work.
Yeah, I have to work. Yeah. That's why I'm referring to balance. I have to balance time, money with family. So prioritize my family first before I have the chance to go out for tour or for a show. Yeah.
I think where I'm from, a lot of people have this idea. It's like if you're involved in music or playing music, once you have a family, it's like all over and you can't do it anymore.
I don't find it that way.
Yeah.
Because I seek my wife permission for me to go out and to start. Because for me is to meet up friends, to see the place where I go. Sometimes I did for your info, few of our merchandise, me and Dennis, most of the profits goes to the charity.
Right. Which charity?
For now, it's like there's this there's this organization in Singapore that we support monthly. So it's for the orphanage.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're still doing that monthly. It's like contributing something. We just don't take. We contribute also. It's like what people don't see lah. Yeah. Sometimes people doesn't know that what's the mission for us for doing this. It's not like, I find it like what you call it. Let's put it like it's meant for us to do something like to charity. Because if you want to work, this person won't do it. Yeah. I think that's about it.
So it's important to you to have some kind of some kind of social positive result from the work you're making and touring and those things.
Positive and negative remarks from the others, you mean? Yeah, actually I don't mind. Yeah, because I get more positive result than negative. Yeah. And just trying to be normal.
So I wanted to ask you as well a bit about your process and how you kind of how you make recordings and how you think about putting together a live performance. Because the last time we talked, it sounded like you sort of try to do something different every time you play, or every time you record, you kind of working with a new piece of gear, or you have a new.
It depends on my mood actually.
Yeah.
If I find it I need to change, I need to change it. Because this collaboration set with me and Dennis, I have to change. I have to make another set if I were to play with another one.
Right.
With someone.
Yeah.
For example, incoming I have this set with NRY from Japan. So we ever play together, then I know what kind of stuff that I need to improvise. Because it's more to Japan noise.
Yeah. And he kind of, I've seen him a few times, and he is always different as well. Like sometimes he plays guitar, and sometimes he's doing more.
He's good in playing guitar, man.
Okay, cool.
He's one of the jazz master in Japan.
Yeah.
Yes, he's opposite persona, NRY. Yeah. He's my so-called my first contact for Japan.
Okay, yeah.
There's a few links there. I managed to been there 2018.
2018.
Yeah, where I managed to play with him twice. Yeah, twice.
Yeah. Who else did you play with when you were there?
Kiasu, him. Noise-wise, there's this Wolf Creek.
Okay.
Yeah, there's two Japanese dude. Yeah, quite young, 16 and 18 at the time. Yeah. Nice, man. Thank you, them. Yeah. And managed to meet up a few of the legends.
Cool.
Yeah, just a meeting, meet up, talk, yeah, chill. Cause I was invited last year to be there again.
Okay. Yeah.
Then due to work and family ties, then I have to cancel.
Right.
Even Thailand, this Akat, this guy, one of the Thailand organizer, he did play noise. Yeah, he tried to get us for 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard because we have to save. Sometimes that if you see for yourself now, currently due to the epidemic breakdown, the virus, yeah, they start to cancel off my work schedule.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because yeah, as you can see now, I'm at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a positive and negative thing also lah. Positive, I can spend more time with the family. Negative, running out of cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus minus. That's life.
Yeah. I saw, like I was looking at the kind of how many reported cases of the virus there were last week, and it was like 7 or 10, and then I looked just yesterday and it's up to 40 something. Or
it keep on increasing because you have to be cautious about this. Yeah, this virus, and we might afraid if we were to go to, they might ban us from going out. Yeah, once he hit red, so now it's orange or amber or something. Yeah,
orange. Yeah.
Pretty much bad, man.
Yeah.
Compared to Indonesia.
Yeah. So at the moment, I think in the last time I saw you play, you were working with a lot of samples and some contact mic stuff as well, maybe.
Yeah, my shaker.
Shaker.
That's the trademark.
Yeah. Can't do noise without a shaker.
Yeah, man. That's our trademark.
Yeah.
And there's one I usually use this so-called my DIY, my first DIY noise generator. Yeah, that I managed to do with Ucok.
Okay.
Yeah, together.
From Life Patch?
Yeah, from Life Patch.
Right.
Yeah. And been using that till now. Ever since,
cool.
Man.
Yeah. How are you using the sampler in your set?
Sampler, mostly while I'm doing sample is my own sample. I did it doing my field recording and few of my tracks. Just I add on. It's a background stuff.
Right. Okay.
Because I don't want to. Because to introduce people, like we don't want to be more stagnant on Japan noise, and we have to try to be ourselves. That's how I find it.
Yeah. So how would you describe the character of like Singapore noise compared to Japan noise, or?
Their level is too high compared to us. Yeah. Consider people start to have the likings of noise. At first we try to introduce in Singapore, is like what is this? They just don't get it. So since new technology, they have this social networking, internet, then they start to research. Okay. Because this thing is not new. Even in Malaysia and parts of Indonesia, they still new to them.
Yeah.
Even in Sumatra side.
Yeah.
But there's a few few experimental guys are there. So far, we managed to so-called introduce this art to Batam, Tanjung Pinang, and JB, mostly JB.
Right.
There's this planning of us going to north of Malaysia this year. We see how it goes. Probably a week or two tours.
Okay. So like up near the Thailand border.
It's like Kedah.
Okay.
Kedah, Penang, Perlis, all the way down, ends in Singapore. Still in process. We due to the virus now. Yeah, we see how it goes from there.
Yeah, so hopefully it
Because my main concern now is this Friday. I'm not too sure whether we can manage to.
Oh really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We never know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's our main concern now. Whether we can cross the
Get a
border.
bus.
Yeah. Rather than stay here. We see how it goes. Because once that show ends, I have to, I will so-called take a few months off, rest.
Yeah.
Because currently my wife is not working and she's not well.
Right.
Yeah. We have to spend more time with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still going on.
Yeah.
Still helping out.
Yeah.
But not fully.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how it goes. Probably I'll be back in July
Yeah.
or August.
Last time I was here with some of the younger guys from Indonesia, I noticed they all call you Paman,
Yeah.
which means uncle. So is that kind of is it just them who calls you that, or
Almost everyone. Cause
Okay.
due to respect of
Yeah,
my age, probably. I don't mind actually.
yeah.
Some even call me Om.
Yeah.
Okay lah. To me, it's, our respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, we respect each other. Yeah. I don't find it like weird or what. Yeah. Because I'm a father of 5.
Yeah.
It's okay lah.
So one of the things that's really cool to watch when you play as well is you use a lot of lights and
Strobe light, you mean?
strobe light
Yeah.
and some stuff in your like gloves as well, right?
When it's dark, you can't see, man.
Yeah.
That's the idea actually.
Yeah, right.
Because I prefer to play it dark
Yeah.
with few lights, like strobe. Yeah. While playing, that's where I get the idea from. And I started to do the schematic drawing for the strobe light. Buy a few parts from Batam, and from there I managed to get
Yeah.
to do myself.
Yeah.
It's cool actually.
It's really cool. The first time I saw you play, I was like, wow, this is crazy. And it's so small too, just this little thing on the table, but it makes so much so much light.
We can't get because Dennis tried to purchase one. It's totally different, man.
Right. So do you have a small label here as well,
Label?
or distro, or
Yes, we do. We currently we support AKA Distro in JB and Sid Resist
right?
Records in Singapore. We support. It's like a service support and support for us. We support each other. Yeah, that's how the things grow. Because I want to make this thing grow.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to be stagnant. Yeah, that's why we introduce. Actually, our target is like to make a show once a month, but it turns out not to be just waiting because all of us are currently facing difficulties in financing.
Right.
Yeah, because we never, because of passion, we never like wanted this to be like a marketing profit points for us. Yeah, we rather work to earn a living. Yeah. So that's why where the charity things came about.
Right.
So a few cash we can just turn over the recycle back the money. So called, to make release or merchandise. Few incomings more. Few more incomings. Because currently the Fatal 4-Way series is released by Sid Resist.
I see. Yeah.
His first noise release.
First noise release.
Yeah.
Right. I wanted to ask you a bit about how you've seen, I guess, so like I know space is always a challenge in Singapore, right? It's always difficult to find somewhere to make an event, or
It's hard for us here. We have to apply permit, look for space. rent equipment. When it comes to noise, I don't find it easy to rent equipment because they might afraid we will damage their amp and whatsoever speakers. That's why sometimes we try to organize a show. We try to be more on the JB side and Batam instead of Singapore. Yeah, that's my recommendation. Yeah, unless we are well organized here.
Yeah, I still haven't made it to Batam. Can you tell me a bit about the scene there? Because I know it's grown a bit in the last few years.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And were you there at the beginning? Like you kind of seen it from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Dennis was there 2016. We started to work things out there with the locals at Batam. So they have this venue called Loka Suara. Yeah, and they agree upon that we can perform there, mix genre. They don't mind about this mixing, no boundaries kind of shit. Yeah, which is good. Yeah, because not all organizer find it like
right.
Yeah. And incoming July, I was they did invite me beforehand.
Right.
It's on the 11th July. Yeah. Probably June, cause this legend Pergis. Yeah, he's coming to Indonesia. We see how it goes cause my budget is still not there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard the hardcore scene there as well is quite good, quite interesting.
Batam hardcore, because we are nearby.
Yeah.
Even in JB hardcore, we are nearby. So ever since in the early 90s, these three states communicate each other. Yeah. It's the community. Hardcore community is quite strong. Singapore, JB and Batam. So follow that ideas of mine, of them, and then I just doing what we are doing now. Yeah. Hardcore. Yeah, they have their own community as well. Because Ali also was from the hardcore scene, and Fadli, there's a well-known band in Batam, Pukul Balik. So quite well. They beginning in the early 90s till now.
Right.
Yeah, you should go to Batam, man.
Yeah, I'd love to check it out. Yeah.
Polo went there last week.
Okay.
Yeah. After his show at JB, then the day after he went ferried to Batam.
Right.
For a few days. Yeah, I find it nice there.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't made it yet, but I really want
maybe
to
one
check
day.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I keep hearing really good things from lots of different people.
It's good like what is, I'm trying to say is it's good if it's good feedback, it's good, man.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I can ask you about, I guess because you've been in the scene for a long time here, and you kind of have some ideas about what you want to see, how you want to see it grow, and
how do I want to see it grow?
Yeah.
For noise, you mean?
Yeah.
For noise, I just want it to be the same, to be balanced with the others, other genre. Yeah, it's not like we are minority to this. No, to me, I don't find it that way. I just want it to grow, to let others know. Yeah, as you can see, what Indonesia now, Java. Yeah, it's a bit sad, but we don't have that kind of support in our government side. They still find us like underground. Yeah, nuisance to them.
Right.
to me lah, I don't know why. Even there's a few organizers from the government side. They did invite once in a while for us, which is good good setback. It's just that we need more. Yeah, because as you can see, Jogja now have their own fest, Bali have their own fest, Semarang have their Samarinda have their own fest. Yeah, and now Solo is catching up, which is good. Yeah, because me and Ali, we did have this idea of doing fest in JB. Yeah, we still in. We doesn't know when.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, if the early month of the year will be Jogja, then the last will be probably Solo now.
So much going on there. Yeah.
And we try to squeeze one of the months. So we see how it goes. Because we try to avoid Ramadan.
Of course. Yeah.
And Bali will be on the October, if I'm not mistaken, or November. So we try to input at least you guys can play while coming, together, communicate. To me, it's a good practice. Sense of communicating now. Because last time it's more to miscommunication rather than and have this conversation. I find it that way.
Yeah. So if someone's listening to this and not really familiar with underground music in Singapore, what do you think is interesting or exciting right now that you're seeing? Younger bands maybe, or musicians?
To me, younger bands, new generation, they only like what they see. Yeah, they should to me, in Singapore, they should explore more rather than stick to one genre. Yeah, because I don't find it necessary not to mix genre. Yeah. And I find it like the hardcore punks will always catching up much faster than the rest of the genre. I don't know why.
Right.
Probably it is the influence or lack of searching, research. I mean,
right.
Even myself, I did listen to jazz, classic, once in a while. Yeah, to explore more things. Because noise, the definition of noise is much larger than what you expect.
Yeah.
We can collab with hip hop guys. We can collab with experimental guys, even with the thrash metal band.
Yeah.
Because incoming project, I have this. I'm trying to make this project band of mine. We have one drummer here plus one vocalist. The big guitar.
Right.
It's hip hop. It's doing we still haven't started yet. We see how it goes. Probably a bit catchy.
Cool. So you just mentioned that project. What else are you working on for recordings maybe?
Currently, I slow down a bit because I want to concentrate more on family. But side-wise, I have this project band that I'm trying to do. Because people are more liking to the beats. Rather than noise. I don't know why.
Yeah, I notice a lot of people compared to a few years ago, there's a lot more people doing kind of using drum machines and stuff in Indonesia lately as well.
Yeah, mostly Bali.
Yeah.
It's good something new.
Yeah, it's interesting hearing this like really fast electronic, like club music, I guess, mixed with a really harsh noise. It's cool.
Yeah, even Bandung.
Yeah.
surprisingly, we went there. Yeah, managed to get. There's this Ching Lee DJ.
Yeah.
He got this mix of his one of his techno beat with noise. Was not bad, man.
Yeah.
He did told me that he find mine as an example by using sampler. You see,
Right.
yeah. For me, it's not new lah. To them, it's new. You know why?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I started, my art is doing no input with mixer.
Okay.
Yeah, from there, I slowly changed to drawing. Then if I my liking, then I change. Yeah, I keep on changing. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't stick to one style. But now people like see me more to harsh noise rather than psychedelic. Yeah. Because they have to know more.
Yeah.
It's more. Because we never know, man. In future, there's going to be someone who want to collab with you. Maybe he or she were playing jazz by playing noise.
Right.
We never know, man.
Yeah. So it's good to have a lot of tools in your belt, so to speak.
Yeah. It's just to keep it up. More practice better than just being stagnant. Just stick to whatever you have. Try and error more things for me lah. Because if you stop doing things like you like, I don't find it necessary.
Yeah.
I don't know how to quit.
Yeah. I'm just looking at your pedals over there right now, and I'm wondering if you have a favorite or a couple of favorites that you built before, or a particular circuit you like.
Oh, my favorite pedal currently is with Dennis.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a mix of distort and fuzz,
Okay.
which I increase the gain structure. Currently is with Dennis. Yeah.
What circuits were in that one?
I just increased the resistor and transistor. Yeah. Voltage wise.
Okay. So it's your own design.
And suits him. That's why.
Okay.
So I just okay, since it suits you, okay. Because most of the guys setting is been done by me. Yeah, even Catatonia is done by me.
Yeah.
Echo Death, Gang Noise. Even we are far, we communicate each other through WhatsApp. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, show them what to do. Then from there they try. If the thing suits them, then they just proceed. Setting wise, I did a few settings for the band as well.
Right.
Yeah, because they want more noisy. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
That's where the part where I came in.
Is that something you see like might be a business kind of thing in the future, or just
I don't find it as a business.
only
it's a
for
passion.
fun?
Yeah. Even there's a few wanted me to do some workshop here, which I don't find it necessary. Just chat. Why not just come to my house? For example, yourself will be here.
Yeah.
A few others will be here, check things out. Yeah, they want some advice. I'm doing some setting. Yeah. Doing service like this as a business wise, I don't see it. I don't know why.
Yeah. Have you ever I know like when you're pretty rough with your gear and the gigs and you have to fix it when you come home. Have you ever like broken something so bad you couldn't use it again?
So far no.
Okay.
That's the good part.
Yeah.
So far there's no, not yet.
Yeah.
I think soon.
And is it like a fun challenge to figure out how to fix it?
Yeah. Sometimes you create new sound, man.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, now I remember. Dennis did Damage is. I think that one is not been modified by me. He did Damage is analog delay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And,
a complicated circuit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay lah. There's this YouTube, man. Can
Yeah.
check. It's not like last time that we have to figure out ourselves. Yeah, now we have this guidance.
Yeah, right.
Easy. To me, I find it easy lah.
Is it easy to find the parts for that stuff here?
No,
Right.
I have to go to Batam or even Jogja to get the spare parts. It's not easy to get in Singapore because mostly it's made in China
Okay.
and the quality is not. It's bad, man. Compared to Batam and Jogja where I get the parts, I find it like surprisingly that the quality wise it's much better there than here.
Okay.
Even there's a few friends did ask about this whether managed to get parts here. I say no, it's hard. Yeah, just for the model and which the parts that they want, then I connect them to Batam and Jogja.
Right. Where can people find your music and your other stuff online, and how can people support what you're doing?
Okay, mostly I don't have any Bandcamp and Spotify for now, and SoundCloud. My SoundCloud got hacked before,
Okay.
so that part I just don't bother.
Yeah.
Usually contactable through emails and IG,
Okay.
Instagram. Then from there I have links like because most have been released by other records label.
Right.
It's my kind of support lah. So they know where to find me. Yeah. That's how I managed to get the hashtag of who seek shall find.
Sorry.
There's this tag on my sticker.
Okay.
Who seek shall find.
Who seeks shall find. Okay, okay. Noise is serious shit. Who seeks shall find.
Yeah. I find it interesting this way. Yeah, rather than have a Bandcamp. Yeah. And grows my contact as well.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe it's meant to be this way.
Yeah.
So,
More
so
mysterious.
Be it. Yeah, so be it. Bandcamp, those who what you call that, manage to release mine, then I have my permission to release to their Bandcamp.
Right. Yeah, it's funny because like if you're kind of researching noise in Southeast Asia on the internet, you don't see much about you. But then if you come here, everybody knows you. Everybody knows you and has known you for a long time.
Yeah. For example, you yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because Facebook, they try to search for me, they can't get. Then somehow or other they managed to get like Dennis instead of me. Then in order to get me, they have to go through Dennis, which is good lah.
Yeah.
The link,
Yeah.
the link chain.
Well, cool. Is there anything else you think we should cover or talk about before we finish up?
I think that's about it. Yeah, maybe more to come.
Yeah.
We never hold a feature. We never know. Man.
Yeah. Next time I see you, if you want to do another one, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind, man.
Do an update.
Yeah, man. Why not? Sure.
Cool,
man.
Great. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for letting me stay at your house last time I was
Hey,
here.
no worries, man.
Yeah.
You are family, man. For me, family is always a priority. I don't find it even we are different culture whatsoever. Yeah. To me, all are welcome as long even there's a limit to me and my wife find it not necessary to just hush people with. Yeah, that's why once you guys are here, that's why I told you why don't you just stay here, man, rather than book a hotel.
Yeah.
Because we find Singapore is much expensive.
Yeah.
First world country, man.
Yeah. If you're interested in exploring more underground music from the Asia-Pacific region, you can check out my YouTube channel, Concrescence Records. You can find the link to that in the show notes. If you like the podcast, please subscribe, rate, and review in the iTunes store. If you have suggestions or feedback and you want to get in touch, you can email the show at porousborders@gmail.com. You can also find me on Instagram at @ANDRWMH.